Alright, All-Star break. It's a chance for us to regroup, rebuild some confidence, and go again for a strong finish to the season. Hello? Speaking. Trevor Story is injured. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to episode 7 of the monstrosity that is our time at the Colorado Rockies, and today we're going to be playing the Atlanta Braves. Just wound, add salt, and that could well be the game today. Things... they've gone from bad to worse, to be honest. You will see we are now bottom of the division, which is not great. And Trevor Story's picking stuff up a knock as well, so he's out for 4 weeks. He's a free agent next year. I know he's good. I'm actually contemplating whether we trade him and try and, I don't know, build for something. I don't even know what we're building for anymore. But he's not had a great year this year. He's only batting .256. And off previous season, it looks as though we should be expecting a little bit more from him. He's a fan favourite and a Babe magnet, so maybe we do want to keep him around for, one of those reasons anyway. Another injury we've got is Hampson. He's not as serious. He's day-to-day. It's 2 weeks, so I figure we'll put him on the DL for 10 days, and then we can get somebody else in to have a look at. So he's missing as well. And we've still got the 2 long-term pitching injuries, of course. Now, there is a little bit to catch you up on. We've done some trades. You may see a couple of new names in the lineups there. So let's start by that and see what are the trades we have done. Alright, so to start with, we did a trade with the St. Louis Cardinals. We gave up, not much to be honest, we gave up Coco Montes, who was a a shortstop prospect, although he's probably more of a second base prospect, but a prospect at best. And the other person we gave up was right fielder Nico Del Colati, I guess you'd pronounce it. Again, a little bit more potential there perhaps, but we're not struggling. We have a lot of decent prospects at this sort of caliber in the outfield, so I wasn't too upset to get rid of him or lose him either. And in return, we needed to improve our pitching, and a familiar name, World Series winning Toronto Blue Jay, Junior Fernandez, has joined us. I don't usually like getting the same players back in because it gets a bit stale, but he was available to trade. They were willing to trade him. So we did the trade. So Junior Fernandez is here, and we've also managed to get somebody else in as well. And it is another pitcher, and it's Jacob Patterson. Now, he was doing okay, you can see, for the St. Louis Cardinals. ERA of 3.63 so far. He had a ERA plus of 1.18, a whip of just 1.15. So I think he could be a useful player for us. You'll see, is he in our bullpen? I can't remember if he's even in our bullpen or not. But anyway, Jacob Patterson has joined us. So that was one trade. We did do another trade. This time it was with the Seattle Mariners. Now, I was absolutely loving what we were able to do here. We've given up center fielder Brandon Doyle, although again, more of a left fielder it looks like. But again, we're well served for outfield prospects of this level. So we've given him up, and in return, very, very excited about this one. We've got Evan White, who looks to be a very good defensive, decent hitting first baseman. He's only young. So I'm really, really excited to see what he can do for us. I'm hoping he will just nail down sort of batting maybe 5 or 6 in the order and just play first base and not do errors. So that is what I'm hoping. But we also managed to get another player in as well. Absolutely fleeced the Mariners we did. And we got in Aaron Fletcher as well. Again, bullpen pitching. Again, high potential. We'll see how he can do for us. He's in the lineup, but we'll see how we go. But again, really, really happy, and we didn't really give up too much to get those guys in, so that was fantastic. Now, let's go and have a quick look at actually one other piece of news, and that is that Matt Kemp has been released. He wasn't willing to go to AAA. He was batting 189. I was sick of him. He only had a 1-year contract anyway, so we just released him. So that solved that headache for me. All right, now let's go and have a look at the All-Star game because that has also taken place. So let's start by having a look at the voting. As you will probably not be surprised to see, there was only one of our players that was anywhere near it, and he was top at third base. It's Arenado, but no other Rockies, and rightfully so, were anywhere near this All-Star game. We'll have a quick look at where are the lineups here. Here they are here. So that's the American League team. I'll leave that there if you want to have a quick look. If you need to have a longer look, just give it a quick pause. And then if we go down and we'll have a look at the National League team. And as I said, there was only one player anywhere near it for us, and that was Arenado at third base. to be honest, the rest of our team is a disgrace. They're a disgrace. They're an absolute disgrace to baseball, and they shouldn't even call themselves professionals, as far as I'm concerned. But anyway, that is that. Let's have a look at how the game itself got on, and we will see here that the American League won, which is a bit disappointing, I suppose. We did get the starter. Arenado started at third base. It looks like he got a walk and a strikeout, so he didn't hit the ball, but he did get himself on base. And yeah, that is that. If you want to have a quick look at how the pitchers did, we'll just quickly scroll down there and you can have a look. Yeah, that's how the All-Star game played itself out. Now, what do we want to do now? Let's have a look. And do we want to have a look and see how we did? I suppose we do. So we left off. Where did we leave off? It was an embarrassment, wasn't it? Where did we leave off? Was it the Giants? One of these games. It was a 7-8 loss, wasn't it? So then game 2, we went and we lost again, 11-7 this time. Game 3, we managed to get the win, which was fantastic, 10-3. And the big news in this one is right there, bottom of the 7th, Gerber hit his first career home run. Where is he here? Gerber. He's pinch hitting, I think, wasn't he? Yeah, there we go. So our first career home run for him, which is excellent. Helped get us across the line there. But again, he's one of these prospects we have in the outfield that is fine. But, you know, I'm not really sad to give up those sorts of guys anyway. So that was that. We did manage to win 1 of 2 against them. Then we played the Diamondbacks. We won game 1. Would you believe? Back-to-back wins. And we did in this one have a few more first career home runs. And these are guys that we've called in. Fernandez in left field. He got a first career home run. He has not been doing too well, but on this occasion he did okay. And also getting a first career home run is somebody else we called into the lineup. And that is Welker, I guess you'd pronounce it. He's a third baseman, so the harsh reality is for him, he's probably not going to play too much for us, but he did hit a first career home run in this one, so that was nice to see. Then we played the Milwaukee Brewers, and we won. We lost 2. We lost the next 2 to the Diamondbacks. Then we won 2 in a row, and in this one, the win in the 10th, you can see we got a run in the 9th. We then gave up that run, but then in the 10th, it was a walk-off, or not a walk-off home run, but a solo home run from Arenado that got us across the line, and he is. Well, he's a one-man team, isn't he? We should just call ourselves the Colorado Nolans, I think, because that's essentially what we are right now. So wonderful stuff from him. And then, of course, we went and lost the next 2 games. And that brings us to where we are. Have a quick look at the standings. The Atlanta Braves have won 60 and lost 37, and we have lost 40 and won 140 and lost 56. So there's a slight discrepancy in team ability here. But look at Arenado. He's leading the league in home runs, leading the league in RBIs. I mean, he's leading the league in batting war. He is literally a one-man team right now. It's disgusting. It's almost embarrassing. Let's have a quick look at how everybody's going here. This is the pitching as it stands. Patterson isn't in the lineup. Now, I do actually wonder if maybe he should be. I'll have to try and find where he is. But anyway, this is how pitching stats are looking for the year. If you want to have, again, a bit of a longer look, by all means, pause it. You can see a few frosty players in there, which is never ideal. The hitting side of things, that is what it is, I suppose. Arenado's playing well, and he's essentially the only one. Like I say, it's are you depressed yet? Because, yeah, I am depressed already. All right, let's lighten our mood. Let's go and play the Atlanta Braves. Oh dear, look at these matchups. Now, Tapia is back from injury, so he's going to lead us off in left field for this one. David Dahl bats second in center field. It is Arenado. He bats third at third. It is Brendan Rodgers at shortstop for this one. He bats 4. Ryan McMahon at second base bats 5. It is Evan White. A first look at him. He bats 6 at first base. Palenko continues in right field. He bats 7. Elias is the catcher. He bats 8. Jon Gray is our pitcher for today's game. He has 98 strikeouts for the season, so hopefully he'll get himself his 100th today. We're up against Max Fried. Let's hope we can fry him. I fear the worst. His ERA this season is under 3.5. His whip is 130. He has a positive WAR of 2.3, an ERA plus of 126. Yeah, I apologise in advance. Now, one change I did make just before we came in to have a look at lineups is I did find Patterson, the guy that we traded for from St. Louis. So we've brought him in, and I've dropped out the other guy that we brought in, whose name escapes me right now, Fletcher. So he's gone back to AAA. The other 2 pitchers that have dropped out of the Major League team and back into AAA are Romero. If we begin with a 4-pitch walk, excellent stuff. Romero's dropped out, as has Tice, who we traded to get from... Is that going to be a double play? There's one. Oh, wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff. 2 away. So Tice has dropped down to AAA as well. Not that I think that they're done. They just need a little bit of time to find some form, I think. As that is a double into right field, unfortunately. We're in a situation, I think, where... I mean, you can see what the pitching's like as Acuna Jr. comes in, and that is popped up, and that'll do it for the first. We've managed to get the Dodgers, who are we playing? The Braves out with no one scoring, just the one hit. And let's see what we can do with the bat in hand. Tapia comes in to lead us off, batting .296. He was having a decent season before his injury. He has 246 career hits and 97 career RBIs, so hopefully make that 247 career hits as he leads us off with a single. Hopefully we'll have some historic moments for Tapia today. David Dull comes in now, batting .303 with Tapia at first. 0-1's the count. Come on, son. And he has got himself a single into left field. 2 on, no one out for Mr. Rockies himself, Nolan Arenado, batting .304. What can he do? 2-1's the count. Come on, Nolan. Arenado gets it into right field. That might score a run. Go home, Tapia. He is going home, and he's going to get there, and we've taken a lead. All right, stop the game. Stop the game, umpire. Stop the game. It's 1-0, and there's still no one out, and it's Brendan Rodgers coming in, batting .306 this season. What can Brendan Rodgers do? 1-2's the count on him. Brendan Rodgers pops it up. That'll be caught in centre field. I don't think it's going to advance any runners. And that is 1 away. In comes Ryan McMahon, batting .249 this season. 1-1's the count on him. Come on, Ryan. He has got himself a hit, has he? It's going to drop in. Is it going to score a run? It is going to score a run. It's another RBI single. It's 2-0 to the Rockies. What is going on? Ryan McMahon delivers. And Evan White, a first at-bat on YouTube. He's went 0 for 4 in his first game. 0-2's the count. Evan White gets it into left field. What is going on? It loads the bases with 1 out, and it is going to be, I should say, that's a first career hit as well. So a first career hit for Evan White. It loads the bases with 1 out for Palenko, and let's see what he can do. Palenko, yes, delivered a hit. What is going on? What is going on? That's going to score 1. It's going to score 2. It might even clean the bases. It is a bases clearing triple for Palenko. It is 5-0 to the Rockies. Where on earth has this come from? And it's still just the 1 out. Wonderful, wonderful stuff from the Rockies. Diaz comes in now. He has 97 career RBIs. 2-0's to count on him, and Diaz pops it up. That'll be 2 away for the pitcher to come up, Gray. And it's an error. What is going on with the Braves today? 2-2's the count now. Diaz is going to drive in the run. It's 6-0 to the Rockies. And Gray, well, you know what? We've battered around first innings. Just close your eyes, have a swing, mate. See how far you can hit it. First pitch swing, he's done just that. Not very far is the answer. And is he going to have an infield hit? No, not quite. They were just teasing him. But what a first innings from the Rockies. 6-0. Where on earth does that come from? Gray comes out to face Camargo, who's batting .269 this season. 2-2 is the count on him. And that is a pop-up. It should be caught out there in right field by Palenko. And maybe we're just starting to find... Well, I shouldn't say that. We've seen what our pitchers will do. In comes... let's go with... I can't even say his first name. Come on. That is Evan White. Oh, wonderful stuff. Oh, Jesus Christ, boys. Come on, you're killing me. It's an error. 1 out, runner at first. Gray is the man with the error. And in comes Christian Pache, who is batting .188 this season. First pitch swing from Pache. He pops it up to Palenko. And that is 2 away. Runner goes back to first. And it brings up Tyler Flowers, who is batting .188 this year. There's a strikeout for Gray. That's 99 for the season. And, well, so far so good. Tapia to lead us off again. 1 for 1 he is today. 0-1's the count. Tapia up the middle, and Tapia has the second hit of the game. Well, I mean, hitting has never been a weakness of ours, but it's a particular strength today, and that'll do it for the pitcher. Sean Newcomb comes in to pitch for them now, and he has an ERA this season of 9, so long may that continue. David Dull, who's 1 for 1, comes in. 2-1's the count. We're facing a lefty now, which we don't tend to do as well against, but David Dull's got all of that. And are we going to continue on in the second innings where we left off? Tapia's coming around. Dull's got himself a triple, and it's 7-0 to the Rockies. I keep going to say to the Braves because I was actually depressed coming in to record this, I've got to say. But just when you think you're done, they suck you back in. All right, it's Arenado. Full count on him. Arenado strikes out, 1 away. Brendan Rodgers, who's 0 for 1. One of only 3 batters who was 0 for 1. 1-1's the count. Rodgers, he pops it up. But that should drive in yet another run. It's way, way back. In will come David Dull to score. It is 8-0 to the Rockies. Unbelievable. Ryan McMahon. Now I'm terrified I'm not recording. Ryan McMahon, full count. He draws a walk. A 2-out walk for McMahon. In comes Evan White, 1 for 1. He's got his first career hit last time up. What can he do this time? Evan White gets a second career hit. Well, have we started to do some decent trades here? Evan White goes 2 for 2. Palenko, who hit the bases clearing triple last time. 3-1's the count this time. 2 on, 2 out. Palenko with an infield grubber. And that will end the innings. But we get 2 more. It's 8-0. And you do start to wonder, at what point is our pitching going to be good enough to see this through? 2-2 on the leadoff man being the pitcher. Good stop there by Rodgers, but he can't make the play, and the pitcher gets a leadoff single. Is this the beginning of the end? In comes Aussie Alves, who walked last time up. 1-2's the count. A loose pitch will get the runner to second. This is more like it. All right, I feel like I'm managing my club again now. Runner at second. 2-2 on Alves. Alves pops her up. David Dull is there in centre field. Palenko's coming around. Dull makes the play. The runner will stay at second, and that's 1 away. Azuna comes in. He's 0 for 1 today. Double play he into last time, of course. 2-1's the count. This time it's lined straight to Rodgers at shortstop. That's 2 away. Freddie Freeman comes in now. He's 1 for 1. 3-1's the count. He draws the walk. 2 on, 2 out now for Acuna Jr., who is 0 for 1. Another full count. There go the runners. That is going to get into left field. And is that going to score a run? Right field, I should say. Sorry. Yes, it is. The pitcher comes around to score. Runners at the corners with 2 out. It's 8-1. And Gray is injured on the play. Of course he is. In comes Jorge Alcala. He's done well for us this year. ERA of 3.30. Actually, he's new to the club, so we should have a look at him. There we go. Decent potential. So hopefully he'll come in and do a good job here for us. He's going to face Camargo first up, who's 0 for 1. First pitch swing. Camargo pops her up. That should do it for the third. They pull 1 back. But still a very, very nice position for our Rockies to be in. 8-1 up as we go into bat again. Diaz to lead us off. Diaz is, of course, 0 for 1. 1-1's the count. Diaz straight back to the pitcher, and that'll be 1 away. It's going to bring in Alcala to bat now. Let's see what he can do. 1-2's the count. Alcala gets a good piece of that. It is over right field. And Jorge Alcala is going to stand at second with 1 away. So another first career hit. It is all coming up Rockies. In comes Tapia, who is 2 for 2. Tapia, oh, I thought he got it through. Oh, he did! It's a third hit for Tapia. What is going on this game? Alcala goes to third. It's David Dull coming up to bat. Runners at the corners with 1 away. Anything but a double play here will score a run. It's been popped up. Is it deep enough to score the pitcher? Oh, we're going for it, and I think we're going to get there. It is 9-1. A sac fly from David Dull. Runner stays at first, and it's Arenado who's 1 for 2. 2 out, 1 on. 0-2's the count. Arenado strikes out. But we restore our 8-run lead. Alcala now comes back out to face the man whose name I cannot pronounce. And here we go. That is a ground ball. Easy for McMahon. Over to first, 1 away. Lovely stuff by Alcala. It is Pache in now. He's 0 for 1 today. A first pitch swing from him. That is ripped into left field, and that will be a double. Part J's quick, I think, isn't he? In it comes, but he will stand at second with a one-out double. All right. Hopefully, that's not going to be a sign of things to come. Flowers comes in. He's 0 for 1. 2-2's the count. Flowers strikes out. 2 away. Up comes the pitching slot. He's going to bat. He's 1 for 1, of course. 0-1's the count. That's popped up. Palenko should have that for breakfast, and that'll do it. We are through the top of the 4th, and we are still 9-1 up. What is going on? All right, Brendan Rodgers, who's 0 for 1. He got a sac fly last time up. 1-1's the count this time. Rodgers rips it into left field, and it's another leadoff single. Oh, stop the fight, umpire. Stop the fight. They're done. McMahon comes in. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI. 0-2's the count on him. McMahon watches strike 3 go past. 1 away. Evan White, who's 2 for 2. Can he go 3 for 3? Evan White, no, hits into a double play, and that brings him back down to earth. That brings the Rockies back down to earth. We haven't scored a run, but we are still 9-1 up. And Alcala to continue now to Aussie Alves. 3-1's the count. Alves hits that into right field. Hopefully just a single as Palenko cuts it off. And it is a leadoff single. Ozuna comes in now. He's 0 for 2. 1-1's the count. There goes Alves. Can we get him? No, we don't even try. Diaz, not the best defensive catcher. So runner at second with no one out. 1-2's the count. That is popped up. David Dahl should have that. Alves should have to go back to second. And that is 1 away. Freddie Freeman now, who's 1 for 1. First pitch swing from him. There goes Alves for third. Can we get him at third? Oh, we can. We can. Take him away, boys. The thief is caught. 2 away. No one on. Freddie Freeman at the plate. 1-1's the count. And that is going to get to the fence. And if they hadn't tried to steal third, they would have had another run there. But that's going to be at least a double. Is he going to try and get the third? No, he's not. A 2-out double for Freddie Freeman. In will come Acuna Jr. now. And can Alcala end this innings for us? 1-1's the count. Come on, Jorge. That'll do it. Over to first, McMahon. And that is the end of the top of the 5th. We are still 9-1 up. I still don't quite know what's going on. And it's going to be Palenko to lead us off, who's 1 for 2 today. 1-2's the count as well. Palenko gets all of that. Not quite all of it, but it skips to the fence. He's going to get a double. Stands at second. A leadoff double for Palenko. And this is going to bring Diaz into bat now. Now, he's not had a fantastic time of things so far. He's 0 for 2. Does have an RBI, though. And that might just be a second RBI, you know. Is it going to score Palenko? He's coming home, and he is going to get there. An RBI single from Diaz. That's double digits for the Rockies. And it's going to bring Jorge Alcala in. Got a first career hit last time up. This time, lays down a bunt. It could be a decent one. It is a good one. I tell you what, he's got there. They didn't get the runner at second. Is it a hit for him? No, it's not. It's fielder's choice probably, isn't it? And Tapia will come in. He is 3 for 3. What can he do? Can he go 4 for 4? I tell you what, you know he can. Wonderful stuff from Tapia, and it is going to load the bases with no one out. All sorts of milestones being set today. It is Grant Dayton coming in to pitch for them now. ERA of 3.50. David Dahl comes to the plate. He's 2 for 2 today. Can he drive in some more runs? Already has 2 RBIs. It's a full count. Come on, Davey. He walks. It does drive in a run. It's 11-1. Mercy rule. Mercy rule. Arenado comes in with the bases loaded. 3-1's the count on him. He walks in a run. Excellent pitching change, Dodgers. You haven't got a hit yet, but we've got 2 runs from this one. It's 12-1. Rodgers comes in. 1-2's the count on him. Brendan Rodgers gets it up the middle. That's going to drive in 2. It's going to be, oh no, just 1. It's 13-1. Bases are still loaded. McMahon, who's 1 for 2. McMahon. Has he hit a grand slam? McMahon! It is out of here! McMahon with a grand slam. It's 17-1. We hadn't won a game on YouTube. They've been saving it all up. It's 17-1. The Rockies are beating the Braves 17-1. Let that sink in for a moment. Still no one out. Another pitching change as Will Smith comes in. Evan White to the plate. He's 2 for 3. Full count on Evan, and let's see what he can do for us. Evan White. He gets a hit as well. It's another single. Another base runner. Still no one out, and Palenko comes up again. He is 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. With another first pitch swing, Palenko gets it to the fence, and that might be another RBI. Is Evan White quick enough to score? He's not the quickest, but he's not the slowest either. And no, he will hold at third. A second double of the game for Palenko. And it's going to be Diaz coming back up. He's 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs today. And he draws a walk. Pitching slot's going to come up with the bases loaded. And what? Oh, we're going to pinch hit. Well, that's slightly harsh on Alcala, but Desmond comes in. He's batting .280 this season. 2-2's the count on him. Desmond pops her up, and that'll be 1 away. Bases will stay loaded. And we'll go back to Tapia, who is 4 for 4. He can't go 5 for 5, can he? It's a first pitch swing. Tapia. No, he cannot. It's going to be a double play, is it? No, it's just the one, so it does drive in a run. It's 18-1. We've scored 9 runs in this innings. David Dahl with 2 out runners at the corners. What can he do now? 1-2's the count. Dahl watches strike 3, and that'll do it, but 9 runs in the 5th. It's a stunning performance from our Rockies. Blake Vyman comes in to pitch. He has been really, really good for us this year. ERA of 1.66 as the crowd goes silent. In comes Camargo. Camargo pops her up. David Dahl should have that. And that will be 1 away. Are we going to have a roaring comeback to the playoffs? The Bruce Crab effect. Maybe he just needed the All-Star break for the Bruce Crab effect to take effect. It's a strikeout for Vyman. In comes Pache, who's 1 for 2 today. 1-2's the count. 2 out, no one on. Have some of that. A nice quick innings from Vyman. It's 18-1, and we go to the bottom of the 6th for Arenado. Can we just declare our innings and just let them keep batting? Arenado strikes out. We've got enough runs. I am confident our pitching staff, not even our pitching staff, can let this slide. Rodgers comes in. Brendan Rodgers gets a good piece of it. It is over centre field. And that's going to be a 2-out double at least. He's not going to get the third on that one. And Rodgers will go to second. In will now come McMahon. Grand slam hitting McMahon. He's going to face Darren O'Day. They're going through their pitches, aren't they? What can McMahon do this time? He's 2 for 3. Already has 5 RBIs. Come on, McMahon. He has got it into right field, and that might be another RBI. Is it going to be enough to score the run? Are we going there? And it is going to be an RBI. It's probably an RBI single, isn't it? It'll be scored. Rodgers comes around to score. A 6th RBI of the game for McMahon. And Evan White comes up now. He's 3 for 4 with a chance to drive in some runs. 1-2's the count. No, he strikes out on that one. And this will bring up Palenko, who is 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs. 2-1's the count. Palenko. He grubbers it in front of the catcher. That'll do it for the innings, but we do add another one. It's 19-1. It'll be Vyman coming back out. It'll be Tyler Flowers to the plate. 2-0's the count, and Flowers got a good piece of that, and that'll be a leadoff single for the Braves. Alright, they are pinch hitting. It's Duval who's batting .238 this season. He comes in. 1-1's the count. That is popped up, I think. It's staying in. Yeah, it is going to stay in. Dahl's there. He'll make the play. The runner will stay at first. And that is 2 away. No, it's 1 away for Ozzy Albies, who is 1 for 2. Got a few walks in there as well, I think. Albies hits into a double play. There's one. Can we turn it? Oh, we can't. So 2 away. In comes Ender Inciarte. The legend that is. From the Blue Jays, of course. Batting .313 this season. That's been popped up. Tapia will make that play. That'll end the innings. It's still 19-1. And we'll go to bat after we stretch with the most comfortable... I guarantee you, no one. In the Discord, I asked for predictions before the game. I guarantee you no one has predicted this. Diaz comes in now. He is 1 for 3 today. What can he do? 1-2's the count. Diaz gets it into centre field. Oh, it's gone over centre field. He has another hit. And I tell you what, that might be a triple for the catcher. Is he going to turn and go? No, he stands at second. Wonderful stuff from Diaz, though. It's going to bring in Vince Fernandez now. It's the first time we would have seen him, I think. Batting 125. 1-1's the count. Fernandez gets it up the middle. Does he? No. Second base has it. Runner goes to third, though. 1 away. And is that going to do it for... Where's the pitching slot? No, so that will do it for Vyman. In comes Walker, I guess you pronounce it now, for a pinch hit. He is batting .667, though he's only batted the one game. 1-2's the count. Can he drive himself in a run? No, he cannot. That is 2 away. And it's going to bring in David Dahl now, who is... Why did we take out Tapia? He was 5 for 5, was he not? Anyway, that just dawned on me. And that'll do it for the innings. No runs in the 7th. But there's no need to show off, is there? We've already got this game won. And it's going to bring in Jacob Patterson for a first look at him. Alright, he's going to face Swanson, who's pinch hitting, batting .312 this season. Let's see what Mr. Patterson can do. This isn't the Patterson we had at the Blue Jays, is it? Surely it's not. It's well hit out there to left field. It's going to drop in. Now, who is playing in left field? Fernandez has gone into left field. And so Velker has left the game. Travis Diarno comes in to pinch hit now. He's batting .221. No one out, runner at first. Let's see what Patterson can do. No, it's definitely not the same Patterson because he's a side armor. That's going to be caught out there in center field. And that is 1 away. In comes Camargo again. He's 0 for 3. 1-1's the count on him. That is ripped to Arenado. That should be a double play. And Arenado, that's why he's a Gold Glover, isn't it? And that'll do it for the 8th. We go to bat again. Arenado to lead us off. 1 for 4 he is. He's letting himself down a little bit today. What can he do this time? 2-1's the count. Arenado rips it into left field. He gets a second hit of the game. And it's a lead-off single for the Rockies. It's going to bring up Mr. Rodgers now, who is 3 for 4 today with 2 RBIs. 2-2's the count on him. Brendan Rodgers. That could be a double play. Run, Brendan. Arenado breaks it up with a good slide, and that is 1 away, but we still have a runner at first for McMahon, who is 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs. 2-0's the count. McMahon. That might be the double play that ends it. No, again, we've broken it up. And we still have that runner at first for Evan White, who is 3 for 5. 2-2's the count. Evan White gets it up the middle. He is now 4 for 6, and only his second game of Major League Baseball. 2 on, 2 out for Palenko, who is 3 for 5. Some of these numbers today are ridiculous. 2-2's the count. Palenko strikes out. And that's probably going to do it for us with a bat. It better do it for us with a bat. It's 19-1. We go to the top of the 9th. Patterson to face the name I cannot and will not pronounce. 1-1's the count. And that is towards Arenado, which means it will be out at first because that's what he does. And that is the first out of the 9th. They have 2 outs left. Pache comes in. He's 1 for 3 today. 1-2's the count. What can Patterson do with him? He can strike him out. They're down to their final out. It's been a historic game. Tyler Flowers comes in. 1-1's the count. No one on. It is a single. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? The only disappointing thing I think that's happened so far today. Duval will hit again. He's 0 for 1 today. Is this the end of the game? 1-0's the count. Duval makes it. Is it going to stay in? Fernandez is going back. It is going to stay in. And we have destroyed the Braves. Well, I mean, how do you pick a star of the game for that one? But I think Ryan McMahon, anytime he hit a grand slam, he has got to be the man of the match, doesn't he? A wonderful, wonderful stuff. 6 RBIs as well. How can you be unhappy after that, mate? What a performance that was. And a quick look at the standings. And, I mean, I don't know where that came from, basically. Annoyingly, the Giants have won as well. So we're still, still bottom of the division. But, well, I mean, we're clearly going to win the World Series now, aren't we? A wonderful, wonderful performance from our Rockies. If you have enjoyed that, do make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We'll be back next time. I mean, do we just come straight back? Obviously, we won't. But when's the trade deadline? So maybe we'll come back. We don't want to see the Giants again, do we? Let's come back for the Mets. We'll get past the trade deadline. I would come straight back, but we don't want to see. I don't think we want to see the Giants again. So we'll come back for Game 3 versus the Mets. The trade deadline will have happened. It's not too far in the future. And once that's happened, we know the team we have, and then we'll kind of, I think, try and skip to the end of the season as quickly as possible. But that's all for next time, guys. As I said, thumbs up if you've enjoyed that. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Take care.